Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the DC Universe Young Justice Red Arrow action figure set by Mattel. This set is part of the second wave of Young Justice 6-inch scale action figure sets and was first released in 2011. I got this set off Mattel's main web store, not the Matty Collector website, but Mattel's main toy website, and they have a web store on their page. And they also had a special going on during Black Friday of 2011, or just before Black Friday. And they had free shipping, and I believe it was like 20-25% off of action figure sets. And I ended up paying with tax, since I live in the same state where this set was being shipped from, about $16-18 total. Now, taking a look at Red Arrow here, you can see him firing his bow. And this also comes with a nice diorama set. Looks like a rooftop on there. And it does say it comes with 5 weapons, but it's really probably the bow and 4 arrows on there. And you can see here it says highly articulated figure. You got some artwork on the side there, and probably on the other side as well, which is cool. And we have here the back of the package, and in rather large print we have a description of Red Arrow there, and a nice picture of the rendition of the character from the animated series. Down below we have other sets. We have Robin, Artemis, and of course Red Arrow. I'm not sure why Aqualad's not there, but that's okay. And then we have some 2-pack 4-inch scale sets that are available. Batman and Robin currently available, and Aquaman and Aqualad, and it looks like available early 2012 here. We have Ra's al Ghul and Cheshire, and the Flash and Kid Flash. We'll be right back and have Red Arrow out of the package. Alright, we're back and we have the Young Justice Red Arrow set out of the package. Now, when I took a peek at the Aqualad set, I did say that that was my favorite figure set out of the line so far. And after taking a look at this particular set, I gotta say, this is my favorite figure set out of the line so far. And that's not to say that there are no issues with this figure. There are a few. One of them I am worried about, and I think it's just limited to my figure. And the rest I can probably easily fix myself. But let's go ahead and take a look at all of the neat items that come with this figure set. And to start off, let's go ahead and take a look at this diorama base. And that's one of the cool things I like about the Young Justice 6-inch line of action figure sets, is the neat diorama bases that come with the figure. And this one here is a rooftop, not too different from the one that comes with the Robin set. It has a similar type of ledge, but of course a different corner piece here. You can see what looks like smokestacks here on maybe at top of a apartment building, maybe, I'm not sure. And I don't believe you can connect the Robin diorama base together. You can probably just line them up together, but there are no attachments to hook them up together. So if you're thinking about putting those together, the best thing you could do is probably line up the bases. Now, my Robin set is still in the package, so I can't test it to verify, but that's what I'm guessing. But just taking a look at this diorama base, it's actually pretty cool. Very well done on the construction and the paint on here. It's just looks very, very nice. You can see the design here on the ledge, some of the brickwork here on the ledge and on the smokestack, and very cool. And also the paint detail, you can see some weathering on here, and also on the ledge and on the base of the rooftop. Very cool. Just very nice. You can use this probably with any 6-inch or 4-inch scale action figure set, and yeah, it'll look really cool. And you can see here there's a peg. Hopefully it can get into focus. There you go. There's a single peg that you can place the foot of the figure on. Well, I don't think it's even necessary. I had it earlier, Red Arrow on this base, and he was standing quite fine without it. Maybe if you had a really dynamic pose, you could on there. So, and one thing over here that's really cool is this nice little wanted poster of Sportsmaster there, and it's actually pretty cool. It's not a part of the ledge mold. It's actually a separate piece that's made of a softer rubberized plastic, which is really cool. And it's just pegged into this side of the smokestack there, and you can see the curling of the plastic there to simulate the curling of paper on the edges. And it's really cool, and you got this nice picture, of course, of Sportsmaster there. What's even cooler is that there are 2 peg holes on here that you can place Red arrows into to the poster, which is really cool. Very similar to the Artemis diorama base with the target, but it looks like that Red Arrow here was practicing on the wanted poster while overlooking the ledge, probably waiting for Sportsmaster to appear. I don't know, but it's very cool. I really like that touch that they added those peg holes to allow you to put the arrows in. It's very neat on there. And you can see some more details on this side of the base. It's very cool. And even some of the brickwork, you can see a crack there in the side. The brick work there is very neat. Very well done. I really enjoy this base. Now on to the accessories that come with the Red Arrow figure. And of course he comes with 4 arrows. It looks like I misplaced my 4th arrow here. I don't know where it might be at, but I have 3 of them here, and one of them is a bladed arrow right there, and another here is a spiked ball on the tip, and one that looks like an axe type thing. And I can't find the 4th arrow. It must have rolled off the display base here, and which is unfortunate. I would have showed you what it looked like. And the final accessory here, which is really cool, this is what I really like, is the bow itself. Now this is the bow type of bow that Mattel should have designed for bow wielding character or figures from the get-go, especially the DC Universe Classics. And what I'm talking about is the previous DC Universe Classics bows with like the Green Arrow figure had a bowstring and an arrow molded into the bow, which really limited the usefulness or the posability with that bow. This bow here, as you can see, there's no bowstring on here, and there's no arrow molded into the bow, which is very cool. Now what's even cooler is they have at the ends of the bows, they got these little circlets right here, which is really neat, because you can actually, if you wanted, create your own bowstring using elastic bands or string or whatever. Just tie them on to the ends of that, and you have basically a functioning bow. You can, if you wanted to pull it back, you could. I don't want to stress my bow too much, but you can see it bends. So that's really cool. This is what Mattel should have done with the bows with their figures from the get-go. What's another cool thing here is on this bow, you can see at the middle of the bow places I guess, notches, you could say, on either side that the arrows that come included with the bow can clip into. Whoops, I dropped the bow there. They just stick in right there, and then you have an arrow into the bow. It's not molded in. It's clipped in. So, and you can clip it on either side. So if Red Arrow wanted to switch hands, you can put it on the other side as well. That's just really neat. This is what the Mattel should have done from the first place when they designed bow wielding figures. Really, really cool. And it's also a nice red and black paint scheme to go with Red Arrow here. There is a few splotches of red paint on the black. That is easily fixed. I can just get some paint and cover that up. So it's not that big a deal. You got some black paint here that you can probably... Looks like a scratch off on this one because, yeah, see, I can stretch it off with my fingernail as we speak. So there we go. That'll fix that there. Got rid of that. So very cool bow. Very, very neat. Now onto the Red Arrow figure, and it's already at least 8 minutes in. And finally getting to the character. And this is a pretty neat character. I really did like the Aqualad figure when I was looking at it, taking a peek at it, but now I really like this particular figure. It's just very, very neat. Let me just lower the ISO there. And it's Red Arrow here, and you can see it's very neatly designed. The color scheme goes very well with this figure, and you can see the Young Justice animated styling to the figure. Some folks may have an issue with it, especially to go with their DC Universe Classics figures. I am not that way. I'm fine. I think they mix well myself. It's very similar with the Public Enemy's subline of figures. A lot of folks didn't like the styling, but I don't mind it at all. So, but you could see a Red Arrow here, and with the nice domino mask and the nice close cropped hair. Very cool. One thing, I do have smudges of black on the face. That can be easily fixed. You couldn't see it while the figure was in the packaging because the head was just like that, and the left side of the face was facing toward the back, so it wasn't noticeable until you got it out of the package, but that's easily fixed. But you could see a nice clean sculpt otherwise, and there are some paint splotches or scratches on the side of where the seams of the figure are joined together, but that can be fixed as well. And looking at the body here, very clean on the paint application, and you can see some straps here on the chest which are molded into the figure, and you can see they go out to around to the side, and they clasp. I'm not sure why, probably just for the quiver there. But it's still very cool. One thing about this quiver, it's made of a soft rubbery material here. You can see I can bend that in there. You got some sculpted arrows in there. Unfortunately, it's glued into place. Would have been nice if you could actually have it pegged into the back and you can remove it or rotate it how you see fit, but it's actually glued. That's one unfortunate thing there. But taking a look at the rest of the figure, you can see the sculpt of the hands, of the arms, I guess the glove here, the bow glove, and you got another shorter glove here on the figure. And the hands on these figures are hinged wrists, which is cool, on both wrists. The one unfortunate thing I cannot fix is this particular wrist here. I don't know if you can see it in the hinge wrist over here. It's actually split in two, the actual hinge itself. It's still movable and bendable, but I'm in fear of it actually coming off. I don't know if that was if that's common with a lot of other Red Arrow figures. You can probably see the crack right there in the hinge itself. So I'm very careful. I really don't want to bend the hand in and out. Rotate it with care, but in and out movement I doubt I'll ever do with this figure. But continuing on to the figure, you can see here the belt and the straps, leg straps, they are a separate piece. It looks like it's glued on top of the lower torso there, the belt. But everything else is pretty much loose on here. You can see you can slide the strap up and down the leg there. And they are attached to sculpted pouches on either side. So that's kind of cool. And then you got some boots which are simply painted on. It's gray paint on top of the black cast of the leg and foot here. The gray paint here is very clean on this foot, slightly jagged on this one, but not too noticeable on there. Just a great looking figure, great articulation, especially at the wrist. I really enjoy this figure. Now, going over the articulation, the head does go all the way around, and it does go up and down. Slightly loose, but not bobbleheadish on there, but still easy to move. The arms do go all the way around, and they do go out and in. The biceps go all the way around, and the arms can go in and out at the elbow. And as I showed earlier, you can rotate the hands all the way around at the wrist, and that does have in and out movement on there. The torso can bend slightly downwards, up, and very little, if at all, to the back, unfortunately. It can go all the way around at the waist. The legs can go up, down, to the back, and out to the side. No hindrance of movement with the strap, so it's free moving there, so it's kind of neat. The legs can go all the way around at the thigh, and bend in and out at the knee, although there seems to be notches at the extreme ends of the articulation point at the knee. And the feet can go up and down. Now this figure's leg is slightly bent outwards, but this can be easily fixed. You can barely notice it at all right now, but that's just one of the very minor issues with the figure here overall. And very, very cool. I'm very happy with this figure set, and I gotta say, this is my favorite Young Justice figure so far. We'll have to wait and see until we get the other figures out of the package, but at this point, this is my favorite out of the line. This is my casual peek into the DC Universe Young Justice Red Arrow action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.